Alright folks, Ryan here coming to you with a brand new video. And as you can see tonight we have, um, my title is This is how I change my self-image. And you can do it too. Change your self-image. By the way, don't forget while you are here to like and subscribe. And comment down below. It helps the video out, get out into the YouTube universe. So change your self-image. As you can see, I got my little sheet of paper here with me. And I go back through to look to see how did I actually change the image of myself and become a positive person. What did I do? So I look back at how I started out on the journey when I started out, because I noticed I was doing something there, and I did at least 3 times, I remember. So when I one, this is very important. Move to a new environment. And you might have to do that a couple of times, like I did. I was in California, then I made a move to the Bay Area, right? And then I was in the Bay Area, and I made a move here to Colorado. And I was at a certain spot in Colorado, and then I moved from there to where I'm at now. So that's 3 moves I made there, right? So you might have to move a couple of times, because I noticed I did that, over these years. That's what I did in order for me to set myself up to win in on the self-image journey. So changing the self-image. Change that image of yourself. And this is really, really, really important. You are not going to get anywhere without you changing the image of yourself. That is just how it goes. So number 1, whatever is causing you pain, headache, stress. In other words, whatever is blocking or preventing, hindering your happiness, or stopping you, preventing you from becoming a more positive person. Whatever is in your way, blocking you, stopping you, you're gonna have to let go of it. That's number 1. We're talking about changing the image of yourself here. So number 1, let go off of anything that's causing you headache, pain, stress. Unnecessary headache, unnecessary pain, unnecessary stress. Some things you're gonna be okay with. Thank you very much for the sub. Appreciate you. Mar Alf, thank you very much. Appreciate you. So anything at all that's holding you back, preventing you from that guy does distract me. Calm down, sir. Right? So that's number 1. Number 1, let go off of anything that's preventing your happiness and causing you headache, stress, and pain. Let go off of it. Number 2, you might have to change your environment. You might have to move to a different state, to a different town, a different city, or even a different apartment. Right? Or even, different house, get out of the house you in, move into a different house, different apartment, so forth. But your environment, you might have to change your environment. Right? So, self-image, very important. In your on your personal development journey, your personal development growth, your self-image, huge in it. Okay? So, one, let go of anything that preventing you from getting to where you want to get to or blocking your happiness. Two, move to a new environment. Number three, this is my favorite and your favorite as well, I know. Get into the gym. We are talking about changing the image of ourselves here. This is not a cakewalk. It is not easy. And I can see why so many people stay where they're at and do not want to take the time out to make the change. All right? Get into the gym. That's number three. Number four. Start running. Put on your running shoes, hit the pavement. Become a runner. This is now part of your identity. A runner. Gonna start calling yourself a runner. Become a runner. If you can't run, I suggest you walk. I guess that is how it's gonna have to go down. Right? If you can't do one, then you do the other. So get into the gym, run. 4. Now, we're going to talk about mental practices. This needs to happen. Put in the work. Do the mental practices. Mental exercises. This must be done. All right? I'm looking at my paper here. So, mental exercises, mental practices, that needs to get done. But let's go back and see the benefit, from doing all of this. What do you get out of it? I am a likable person. A lot of people like me. I don't think that's by luck or by chance or by accident. I think it has to do with the work that I do on myself as well. So one benefit, you become a likable person. That's one of the benefits. Right? Now, from making the moves, get out of your horrible environment, move to a new city, state, or town, you're gonna relieve yourself of a lot of pressure. All right? And eventually you're positive, you'll become at least a tiny bit more positive. Okay? So you'll become a positive person. And also your healing process will start. Because now you can finally start to heal because you let go of the things that was bothering you and causing you headache and pain and stress and unnecessary worries and problems and troubles and so forth. All right? You become a more positive person as well. All right? So healing, you become a positive person, and of course, your self-image will change drastically when you started on this journey here and you started putting the work. All right? And this will help you in a huge way to keep your friends. When you become more positive, you won't talk crap about people. You'll do it less and less and less and less. You'll find yourself talking bad about other people less and less and less and less. You'll find yourself being less rude to people as well. You'll be more calm, more peaceful, more positive. Because your image of yourself is now a positive image of yourself. This is what you're trying to create. Right? And most likely, the people who you are going to emerge into their lives, you are on your healing journey already. So most likely, by the time you get to those people, you will heal to a degree where you can be civil with them and they can be civil with you. and create a new identity, a new image of yourself. Lifting weights, running, those help tremendously with the self-image transformation. So we are combining mind-body exercises, right? We're combining physical exercises with mind exercises. So let's call it mind-body. Work on the mind, work on the body. Creates a new self-image, a positive self-image. You will have a more positive outlook on life, and you will be more positive yourself. All right? So, go back over here now. Also, on this journey here, get good at speaking positive. Huge, huge importance. They are listening to you. People are listening to you. Don't believe for 1 second that they're not listening. They are listening to you. Why am I saying that? How you talk says a lot about you. Don't be fooled. Don't get wrapped up in the behavior of talking crazy to people. Hey Joshua, what's up, brother? Appreciate you, man. I'm doing well. I hope all is well with you, man. Throughout these holidays, we're getting lots of snow over here. I'm pretty sure you guys on the East Coast are getting pummeled over there too, with the snow. All right. So don't be fooled. These people are listening to you. When you open up your mouth and say something, don't believe for a minute that they don't hear you. They hear you. And guess what happened? It is going to be used against you at some point. Oh, I see. I heard you said something about this one person at one time. It's gonna come up. Okay? So little by little, get good. Maybe it's gonna take some time. But get good at speaking positive. When you're by yourself, you can say whatever you want. As long as nobody hears you, you are fine. When you are around people, among them, in a group or something like that, and you start talking nasty about others, believe it or not, they hear you. And we do not want to do that. So that's why we're gonna have to get good at speaking positive. Practice positive speaking. And this is when we can get into it. I was watching this lady here who has been running for a long time, and she runs and she lifts weights too. When you look at her body, despite her age, when you look at her body, you can see a nice, healthy, fit body because she has been working on her body for so long. Now, we're gonna do that too. I do that too. I work out every day and I run every day. So I'm doing that too. But we also want to work on the mind as well. So we can have a nice, healthy, fit mind. And this is when the mind exercises come into being, come into play. We're going to have to do it. We want to create a positive self-image, a positive image of ourselves. I remember I was at work here, some months ago. But every time, the GM would ask me, how am I doing? I always say, life is good, life is great, can't complain. And she said, you're always so positive. That is an image that I project. I project a positive image of myself without not even knowing that's what I was really doing. It's when she said it, I realized that, oh, I am giving off this positive energy. And I go back and I looked at what I do, what am I doing on a daily basis? How did I become this positive person? Because at one point, I can tell you, brother, I slipped into the negativity at one point. And that has hurt me, hurt my character, hurt image of myself. That hurt me a ton. It was painful. It was a painful time. I didn't really understand how to even get out of it, extract myself from it. And I got into the personal development space. And I started out on that journey. But looking back over the years and see how I became to be the person who I am, and I see the ups and downs that I went through. Get on, doing well, fell off, get back on, fell off, and I see the things that has helped me and propelled me to move forward over the years. I realized that these are the things that help me to create a positive image of myself, right? So negativity has no place in my life anymore. I don't allow it to take over, Shay, what's up? Appreciate you being here. Thank you very much for stopping by. Hope all is well with you and your loved ones. All right. So, this is what helps me over a long period of time of trial and error, and to become the person who I am today, the positive person who I am today, to become that. This is what has helped me. I want you, my fellow, take care. Bye-bye. Good to see you here. Appreciate you. Right? I want you guys to rewrite your self-image. Rewrite that image of yourself. Become a positive person. Thank you. Take care. I want you to become a positive person. When you fell into negativity and you let the anger, the resentment, the bitterness, and so forth take over and start to run your life, it's gonna ruin your life. And we're trying our best to keep away, at least to keep the positivity out, or at least wash it away. Wash away the anger, the bitterness, the resentment. Wash them away. And that is our job to do so. This is when, like I said earlier on, the practice comes into being. We're talking about change your thoughts, change your life. Something interesting to note here, to point it out here. While I was on the personal development journey, they said, do what you love. I couldn't really think of a whole lot of things that I love to do. I couldn't. But I noticed there were two things that stands out, that jumps out, that I could do easily and effortlessly, with nobody has to tell me to do them. I can just do them easily and effortlessly. I can do them like nobody's business. I don't need any motivation to do them. Education and fitness are the two things that I could do every day without me have to force myself to do it. Of course, sometimes yes, and some days when it's hard, I have to get up and go do it. But now I don't have to force myself to to do the work on myself anymore. To get up and to go run, I don't need to force myself. To go to the gym, I don't need to force myself because I've been doing it for 477 days now. It becomes a lot easier. Not saying it's easy, but it becomes a lot easier now. Right? So, do what you love. Find some things that you do that you love to do and start doing them. Combine those two things together or three things together and see what happens. So for me, the things that I there is one more. I like making friends. Three things. Physical exercises, education, and making friends. Those three things are the three things that I actually truly love. I love people. I can spend a lot of time by myself, but when I get around people, I have the most fun, wonderful time when I get around people. Yes, I can be an introvert, but I'm also an extrovert. I love being out there with people. Yeah. Those are the three things that I love. Yeah. Yep. So, right. Three things I love. They say do what you love. I love people, I love exercises, and I love education. Three things I love. They say do what you love. I like making friends. I love being here in the gym, and I love to seek out knowledge. I just love it. I can spend a lot of time with books. I'm big on that. So do what you love and combine those things together and see what happens. See how your life change. So we're gonna get into the mind exercises now, because this needs to happen. We need to exercise our mind, train our minds. That's a huge part of the self-image, because there's two images of yourself, and we're gonna work in. We want to work on both. There's an internal image of yourself, and there's an external image of it. Like the external image right now, you can see the physique, my physique. You can see that right now. That's the external image. But there's also an internal image. And we're going to take care of that by doing the mind exercises. What are we going to use to exercise our minds? These are the things that I use on a daily basis to exercise my minds. Oh, and there was one more. I forgot about that one. Because I was jotting down this earlier on so I could have it on paper in front of me, so I could know what information I'm going to give you, just in case if you want to follow this bullet point here, bullet point sheet. Okay. So, 1, prayers. I love prayers. I'm not religious. I'm a spiritual person. I just enjoy spirituality. I have a deep love for spirituality. But I'm not religious. Spirituality has helped me a lot. It reduces the negative thoughts. It helps in reducing the negative, and it makes me less hostile. Anger, resentment, it helps to wash away those. All right. Positive affirmations. When I show up into the world, I want to show up speaking positive to other people. I don't want to talk to you about anything negative because I mean, that's not gonna help you in any way, shape, or form. All right. Quotes. I love beautiful quotes. I love one of my favorite quotes is by James Allen. It goes like this: Mind is the master power that molds and makes, and man is mind, and evermore he takes the tools of thoughts and shaping what he wills, brings forth 1,000 joys, 1,000 ills. He thinks in secret and it comes to pass. Environment is but his looking glass. That's one of the most, one of my favorite quotes there, and that's by James Allen. All right. Prosperity affirmations. I love talking about prosperity because I don't believe that we should be poor. I just don't. So I would prefer to talk about prosperity than talk about poverty. I just don't want to talk about poverty at all. So I chose to speak about prosperity. Personal development. This has helped me tremendously over the years. Still do. I still go back and listen to those audios over and over and over again. And I'm adding new audios as the day goes by. But I love to go back and listen to my old audios that I used to listen to like way back in the days. Those audios has helped me a lot and they are still helping me now, this day. The sixth and last one, gratitude, giving thanks. Gratitude is important because we do not want to go around complaining. Gratitude replace complaining. So instead of complaining about everything in the world that you don't have and what's going wrong, we're going to give thanks for the things that we actually have. And this is why gratitude is so important. Be grateful for what you have and where you are. We're not going to spend any time complaining about the things that we don't have. We want to spend time being grateful for what we actually have. Complaining about what you don't have creates lack, causes lack. We don't want to be in a state of lack. We want to be in a state of gratitude. And this is why these things have to be practiced. We have to remind ourselves on a daily basis, day in, day out. We have to memorize these things. So those are the 6 things that we're going to be using to train our mind. Mind exercises, mind practices, repetition. Day in, day out until we become the person who, that positive person walks out into the world and we speak positive. We don't speak ill of other people. We don't talk bad about them. We don't talk down on them. We don't speak anything. We don't speak about them. Right? So here we go. That was it that I have, for the self-image. This is how I create the new image of myself. You can do this too. I know you can. And I want you to get into changing your self-image. Without you doing that, you're going to hurt yourself. You will destroy yourself and you will cause a lot of problems for yourself. Get out of change that old, create a new image. The old image of yourself is not going to work. So, that was all I have for you for tonight. And that, this is what I came up, over all these years. I came up, with this. This is what helped me over the years. Okay. So all right then, folks. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Comment down below. Help out your boys to get out into the YouTube universe. Appreciate y'all for being here. Thank you very much, and have a good rest of the night. Bye for now.